Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this short story we talk about the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. This is a true haunting with history, witness and evidence. Some hauntings are built on rumours, others on folklore passed down through centuries of retelling, and then there are a rare few that refuse to fade. Not because people want to believe them, but because too many people have seen the same thing in the same place across hundreds of years. Raynham Hall in Norfolk is one of those places. It is home to what is widely considered the most documented ghost in British history, a silent figure known as the Brown Lady. Her story is not just a ghost story, it is a story of power, control, isolation, and a life that may never have truly ended. This is the history. Raynham Hall was built beginning in 1619, commissioned by the Townshend family, one of England's most powerful aristocratic dynasties. Architecturally, it was ahead of its time, one of the earliest Palladian-style country houses in England. The house was a symbol of status and order. Every corridor, staircase and chamber reflected hierarchy, discipline and control. Raynham was no backwater estate. It hosted royalty, diplomats and high-ranking political figures. King Charles II himself was a visitor here at one time. But behind its symmetry and refinement, Raynham Hall would become known for something far darker. Lady Dorothy Walpole. The haunting is linked to Lady Dorothy Walpole, born in 1686. She was sister to Sir Robert Walpole, Britain's first Prime Minister. Dorothy was known for her beauty and intelligence, valuable traits and aristocratic marriages, but dangerous ones too. She married Charles Townshend, 2nd Viscount Townshend, and moved into Raynham Hall as his wife. The marriage was politically advantageous and deeply unhappy. Rumours circulated that Dorothy had been involved in an affair before marriage, whether true or not. Townshend became increasingly controlling and suspicious. What is supported by correspondence and family records is this: Dorothy became isolated. Accounts claim she was confined within Raynham Hall, separated from society, denied visitors and kept under watch. Some reports say she was allowed out, only rarely, and only under supervision. In 1726, Lady Dorothy died at the age of 40. The official cause was smallpox, but rumours spread almost immediately. Some claimed neglect, others believed illness worsened by imprisonment. A few even whispered she was deliberately left to die. Her burial was quiet, and Raynham Hall was never quite silent again. The earliest recorded ghostly encounter occurred in 1835, over a century after Dorothy's death. Colonel Loftus, a visitor to Raynham Hall, reported encountering a woman dressed in brown robes walk through the house. He described her face as pale and hollow-eyed, her expression filled with sorrow rather than menace. The following year, 1836, multiple guests staying for Christmas reported seeing the same figure, Lady Harriet Townshend. Herself documented the sighting in letters. The apparition was seen walking along the upper corridors, descending the main staircase, vanishing silently without sound or disturbance. These were not servants telling tales. They were aristocrats writing private correspondence never intended for public attention. What makes Raynham Hall remarkable is not a single sighting, it's the consistency across decades. Witnesses described a woman in brown or sepia-coloured gown, a calm gliding movement, a face obscured or sunken, often described as having empty eye sockets. No aggression, no noise, only presence. Servants refused to work in certain corridors at night. Guests reported feelings of oppression and sadness rather than fear. The house developed a reputation long before modern paranormal investigation even existed. In 1936, Raynham Hall entered history. Photographers Captain Hubert Provan and Indra Shira were commissioned by Country Life magazine to photograph the estate. While setting up a shot of the main staircase, both men claimed to see a translucent female figure descending the steps. Provan raised his camera instinctively. The resulting photograph showed a ghostly female form, semi-transparent, wearing what appeared to be a flowing brown dress. Her face seemed indistinct, hollow, almost skull-like, beneath a veil of shadow. The image was published and immediately became one of the most famous ghost photographs ever taken. Importantly, the negative was examined. No evidence of double exposure was found. Both photographers stood by their account until death. Skeptics proposed explanations, but none could fully account for the timing, witness statements, and technical analysis of the era. Throughout the 20th century, Raynham Hall was investigated repeatedly. Paranormal researchers, historians, and psychical societies documented repeated sightings near the staircase, cold spots with no environmental explanation, footsteps heard in empty corridors, strong emotional reactions in witnesses unfamiliar with the legend. Notably, many visitors reported encounters without prior knowledge of the Brown Lady. Descriptions never changed. That alone unsettles investigators. If the Brown Lady is Lady Dorothy Walpole, then the haunting may not be born of rage or revenge, but endless repetition. A woman trapped in life, a woman confined to corridors and staircases, a woman who walks the same path she once walked in silence. No chains, no screams, just sorrow. Raynham Hall doesn't present a violent ghost, it presents a memory that refuses to dissipate. Raynham Hall stands today as it always has, elegant, ordered and still. But history has a habit of leaving marks. The Brown Lady does not ask to be believed. She does not appear on command. She simply continues. Seen by aristocrats and servants alike, captured once impossibly on film, documented across centuries with chilling consistency, whether ghost imprint or something we still don't understand, Raynham Hall offers one undeniable truth. Some places remember the people who suffered within them, and some memories never leave. So this brings us to the end of this story. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Please like, share it, and do please subscribe for more content like this. And until the next story, goodbye.